Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on good old Satisfactory, ready to continue on another day, continue our modded playthrough. And if you'd like to know what those mods are, the mods list is down in the description section of the video, along with a link to Satisfactory Mod Manager, so you can download and install mods for yourself. Yes. But we're back on here, going to be doing a little bit of planning today. We might do a little bit of building, I'm not really sure. We'll see how far we can get, but there is lots to do. We have lots and lots to do. So if you weren't here last episode, we had planned on that we were going to make radio control units because we need that. Um, we need that down here. I'll go take a look real quick. Yeah. Just fall down in this hole. But yeah, we need to go and set the next tier up anyway. So we'll do that. Which is aeronautical engineering, which we need radio control units for. Now we could make the radio control units, just hand feed a machine, and get our 50 radio control units and continue on. But I would rather get a line set up where it's making radio control units because we're going to need them anyway for the nuclear pasta. Radio control units go into the process of making nuclear pasta. It's like, I think it's the pressure. Is it the pressure conversion cubes you need that for? I can't remember. But anyway, I've already did some of the planning, just kind of in between episodes. So you got our radio control units here. This 7.5 number is set up to make one nuclear pasta per minute. That's how many we need, is 7.5 radio control units per minute. So that is, believe it or not, three manufacturers? Or something like that you make. Or no, yeah, there's three manufacturers because you need, it makes, each manufacturer makes 2.5. So I'm also using a Satisfactory calculator today to help me kind of plan the production out because obviously if 1,500 hours in and I still don't know all the recipes and all the numbers and stuff like that and how everything works or how all the stuff comes together. But this one is going to be crazy. It's going to be quite confusing and whatnot. So we shall see how it works, how everything goes. But we've got our number. 7.5 is what we're going to be shooting for. We don't quite need that. But we need three manufacturers no matter what, so we might as well go for the full three manufacturers. No overclocking is going to be necessary, unless we don't have the room. But yeah, we've got everything else we need. The 3.75 computers, we're already making those, and we do have enough, I believe, to make this. I have taken all the other stuff for Phase 4 into account when conducting this as well. So we already have the computers. The computers we can just wipe off the list, but that's what we need. The aluminum casings right there, we already have. We're making, if at full capacity, we're making, what, 600 per minute or something like that? It's insane. We went a little overboard with that one, but that's fine. That is just fine. We're probably going to need them eventually anyway. But yeah, we've got the aluminum casings. The only thing we need to worry about is these little guys right here. These little, what do you call them? It's the crystal oscillators. That's it. I've totally forgot the name. Yeah, so we need 3.75 crystal oscillators per minute. I believe that is 4 manufacturers. If I'm not mistaken. Kind of low in materials again. Yeah, because we make 1 per minute in a manufacturer, which is which is insane. I just love that, all that build up, and it's just like tink. Like it weighs nothing. So yeah, we've got the crystal oscillators. What it needs here to make 3.75, we need 72 crystal coarse crystal per minute. We need 56 cable per minute, and we need 10 reinforced plates per minute. and then it just translates and just goes on down the list. I won't go down the list, obviously. For obvious reasons, you can look at that and determine for yourself. There you go. But anyway, yeah, we're going to focus on the crystal oscillators today, and eventually the radio control units. We might work on the radio control units building a little bit as well, because we kind of need to work our way backwards. But everything else, other than these, is accounted for so far. Now you're probably starting to get at this point why I went for 10 computers per minute on this, because this has been a planning in the works. When I started doing the manufacture stuff for this game, for this particular save, I actually planned out how many of everything in Phase 4 I was going to be making per minute, which is basically 2 machines that make those. So the assembly directory systems, we're going to be using 2 machines, or no, 3. Is it 3 machines? It may be 2. No, it's 2 machines because it's 1.4. And then whatever that makes per minute. We're going to have 2 manufacturers making the gravity units. I forget what they're called, but those silver thingies. And then we're going to be having 2 machines making the proportion rocket, the rocket things, the rockets. There we go. Whatever, I don't care. And we need 2 machines. I'm not going to spoil what machines they are because they are the coolest machines in the game by far. But yeah, the things that make the nuclear pasta. We're going to have 2 of those in order just to do 1 nuclear pasta per minute. So we've got a lot of work ahead of us, but this is just one of those primary steps we're going to need to be taking as these radio control units. Even though we don't have any of these unlocked yet, we're going to get started anyway. So yeah, like I said, radio control units is next. Before we get too far into it, I do want to show you a little bit of what I've been working on in between the episodes. Alrighty, let's get started, shall we? Oh, also be looking out for a very special episode coming out this weekend. Very special episode. It's going to be, if everything works out, it's going to be a blast, I will say that. But yeah, you know how I said we didn't need to start reworking buildings in order to accommodate Mark V belts? Well, I have started doing that, and I just recently got this one done. The iron factory has been completely reworked, redone, torn down, and built back up. Well, kind of. I didn't tear up the floor with all the machines because the machines were in the perfect place, so I just kind of left it. Also, if you weren't here last episode, we had acquired flight as well, so we have the flight suit on, or the hover pack, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if we can fly. As long as we're near power, we're able to... Jeez. Like a bug against a window. But yeah, we're able to fly around now. So here is the roof. I went for the kind of the modern kind of storage design for this one. I wanted it to be different from these other ones. These other ones, they've got these peaked roofs, and I wanted to kind of do this instead, just to be a little bit different. I also made an entrance for it too. You notice that the coal is no longer here, as well as those power poles are no longer here. For the streetlights. We'll get those worked back in. It's just they were in the way, and I just didn't want to deal with it at the moment. But the coal that goes over to the steel factory now comes out of here and goes this way. So that's a little bit easier on our system, being underground rather than going halfway across this building and then into the ground. But it's been redone somewhat. But yeah, this building has been completely and utterly redone in order to accommodate Mark V. So awesome. Obviously, these didn't get moved. They're all still in the same place, but the mergers and splitters Or the mergers. Yeah, the mergers were down below, weren't they? And the splitters were also down below, but also up top. It was a mess. Again, I got mad at it. I probably still have a hole over here somewhere. Um, yeah, I got mad at it and just completely rebuilt everything. It looks like a mess right here, but that's only right here. Um, I guess we can just jump over. Can we hover? There we go. Yeah, as you can see now, it's a little bit different. So each row has 20 machines on it, and that means each machine is doing uh, 30 iron ingots, taking in 30 iron ore, turned it into 30 iron ingots per minute. So each line of machines is one belt. So that's if you take 30 times 20, that's 600. So that accommodates for that. So what it does is it comes out of the ground or out of here. As you can see, it comes out of right here. All 5 lines come out of here, and then they go along to their respective line of machines, and then they just get split off into a very tiny, compact, but very long manifold system. And then the same manifold system, almost an exact copy of the same manifold system in mergers, in order to bring it down to the other end. Quite a long building. We're just flying. I'm loving the new flight suit. It's or hover pack, whatever. Flight suit sounds cooler, okay? But I am loving this new flight suit. It has been tremendously helpful, and I talking tremendously helpful in the construction here. Being able to see stuff from above without, you know, um, without just doing my little screenshot thingy that I do, without cheating essentially, uh, or just kind of fly around and find the best screenshot. Now I'm able to build with the new flight suit, which is awesome. So everything comes out here. There's no longer 9 belts of ingots. There's now 5, from 9 to 5. That's actually kind of funny. It has been reduced from 9 to 5. If you remember, we had 9 belts. Now we only need 5. It has not. This is the only thing that's been reworked, though. This took me hours of work. Again, I've been putting in the late nights on this game, trying to do stuff that nobody wants to see, because I know you guys don't want it, and I don't blame you whatsoever, but I know you guys don't want to sit here and watch me, tear down a factory and completely rebuild it from the inside and take up, 2 to 3 episodes of work just to get that done, and never make any progress. So I do it all off camera. Well, most of it anyway. I do most of that off camera, and then you guys get to see the actual progress, while the back end, so basically the back end of redoing everything or building up factories that don't matter, all that back end stuff is all off camera, and then all the progress stuff, the stuff that people actually want to see, well, I think they want to see. I'm not really sure about you guys, but um, what everybody wants to see is all done on the front end that everybody can see it, essentially. So that's how that works. um, yeah. I mean, if you guys want me to never make any progress and show you guys, well, not make any progress on the actual series, and you want me to show you the bits of me completely rebuilding factories, then by all means. I mean, I'd rather not. I'd rather do it off camera because, I know that it's extremely boring to see, but. Okay, so here we are at our 2 buildings. Oh, come on, make it up the hill. Oh, dang, out of fuel. uh, yeah. Here's our 2 buildings. So we wanted what was it? We wanted crystal oscillators here and then radio control units over here, right? We might have to reverse that. Because crystal oscillators, we're going to need 4 manufacturers in place. And I don't know... Oh, look at this. Look how easy it is to build when you're up in the air. Yeah, we're not going to be able to fit all 4 here. No, that's not going to happen. Radio control units are probably going to go here then. And we'll stick the... we'll stick the other ones over here. Need more power. I have to bring in power now so I can keep flying. So we got... What do we have power that I'm connecting to? Oh, probably a train line. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. Then we'll just... Actually, you know what? I should just leave these on the sidewalk. There's going to be power poles everywhere from now on. So we don't just fall to the ground. There we go. Okay. Now, continuing on. This is right place for our 4 manufacturers to fit. To make crystal oscillators. Now that is an interesting one. What kind of... Thinking of just going a line of them. Since we're so limited on space. Like, let's see. So this would land... Oh, look, this is so easy now. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Woo. We'll just pull this up. All the way across there. Okay. Go over to the game. Sorry. Alright. How many spaces was it? Here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically up to that area. Yeah. Then we've got... Oh no, my truck's out of power. That's right. I was like, how am I still flying right now? There's a train station underneath here. I forgot. Oh. So then 1, 2, 6, 7, 8. I'm trying to see if there's like a middle. So this is 8 here. Oops. Okay, and that's 8 there. So if we do 7, well, that would. Right, this one. This one's a weird one because it has that sidewalk. Oops. It just has that weird sidewalk in it. Yeah, I want to put a sidewalk in between these. Oh, right here. Oh, okay. I just seen it. See how it's over there? Yeah, we'll just follow that. Works for me. What am I going to do with that space then? Because I was like, we could put our radio control units like right there. And that would be just fine. Or we could put them up here. Because there's still a couple of spaces. Got some odd shaped blocks. Yeah, that just goes to the edge. Okay. I just got some odd shaped blocks here. Anyway, so we need to fit 4 manufacturers in here. I don't think we're going to have too much trouble. Should we do like the computer factory? Let's make this. I'm going to move this back here. Okay, there we go. And then, oops. I think it's this one, isn't it? That's the center. 4 and 4. Yep, that's the center. Okay, I do like these buildings that have these little drive-ins that we've been making. It's actually pretty nice. Okay. And what I might do is I might do a let's see how far do we want to go in? Because we can't do a drive-through like he's done because this just ends there. We could split this into quadrants. That'd be kind of cool. So we do like this. Ooh, big hole. Want it there. Right at that level. Oh, hey, the train station's there. Or one of the train lines. Right there. And so we're going to have to be careful in this area. We got some other stuff to consider. Okay. So then we can just pull this way. Tails. And then we just... do this. Yeah. So it's a 3x3 on each of them. That's actually not too bad. It's a little bit tight, but I think it'll work. So the manufacturer. And then we just put outputs. It'll be hard to center these, I think. I like the outputs there. That's actually pretty nice. So basically, we split what's coming in and we go both directions. Kind of like what we're doing at the computer factory. I think that's a nice way of doing it, actually. We just stack all the materials out the back. And then what they do is they come up to a second level to be inspected and then go where they need to go. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I am going to power this up so then I can continue over here. Handy. That looks centered, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, and I'm out of plastic. Okay, I'll have to go get more plastic. That's easy. Just follow this over here. I don't know if this is faster than running. I don't think it is. Unless you count being able to just fly over obstacles. But we do need plastic. And it has been a while. It has been a while since I've been over here. Come on, give me power. There we go. I can just do this as well. Just take them right out of the machines. There we go. Nice. So yeah, if you don't know how to not fall with the hover pack, after you start falling, if you hold space, you will flutter down to the ground safely. Now there's a thing to that too. You can only do it once. So if you let go of space while you're still falling, and then you try to press space again, you'll just fall. So you need to be careful with that. But that's only if you lose power. It's not if you jump off a cliff. Is that correct? Looks correct. Nope, it's not correct. Didn't think so. Even though I just said it looks correct. So it's one more then. So is it the bounding box touching the... Yeah, it's touching the halfway point. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Oh, we need to give this one power. There we go. Now we have a gap between here and the train station. Or don't have as big of a gap, I guess you could say. Oh. And my autosave. My autosave has frozen the PC again. Woo, baby! Frozen PC. Come on. That's why I hate it when it does that. Okay. So that should be placed correctly. Yeah, it looks like it is. Okay. So those are now in place. So now we need to, we're just gonna get rid of this whole back area behind each of these right now. Because we need to make a trench of sorts in order to bring the materials in. Okay. Look at this. Woo. Okay, so the crystal oscillators, I think I'm just going to make right next door. We'll have to figure something else for that space there. Actually, don't know. Don't know what could go there. We could put an assembler or some assemblers there. I know this is manufacturing town and all, but I think the assemblers could spill over a little bit. Or, not the assemblers. Constructors. There's constructors that make something we also need. I mean, we need quartz crystal, but the quartz crystal is going to go way down there. Because that's the closest place for them. Maybe we should start there as well. But this is basically the plan for this. And then for the crystal oscillators, or not the crystal oscillators, sorry, these are the crystal oscillators. These are the radio control units. Still don't know what's going over there. Yeah, these are the radio control units. Unless we want to split this off, put the radio control units over here. I mean, we can do that as well. How far can we go down? Nope, that's as far as we can go. Okay. Plan that exact. Alright. So then the radio control units will go over here then. Oh, well, now we're out of frames. Need my truck back. Truck is kind of faster. Flying is nice though. It's nice to be able to just kind of hover around. Be able to see stuff from up above. Pretty darn nice. Plus it's cooler to drive around, I think, than just to hover around. Hover around. Get some frames. Probably take a couple of stacks. Here, you can take these. That's going to turn on a lot of factories. Yeah, these ones, they definitely turn on a lot of factories. Okay, what else do we freaking need? Holy crap. Okay, I think... Oh, wait, we're going to need motors eventually. Hopefully we don't need them right now. Alright, back over here. Yeah, I think we'll put the radio control units next door, up on top of this platform here. I think that'd be a better place for them. Because we only need 3 manufacturers anyway, so... can't go very high right here. Unless we grab some power. Okay. There we go. Much better. So we also need to split this. Switch you can't daisy chain machines. There we go. Just temporarily hucking everything up. I just want to get a basis for the wall here. So we are going to take up this additional space that I had left here, that I don't know why I left here, but I did anyway. Oh, for reasons and such. No, this sidewalk ain't gonna matter when it gets to this point. Unless we're making a walk around this way. And a walk around that way. Could make like a catwalk across to the station. For funsies, I guess. Does that line up? Not exactly. If we put like a door there. I don't know. Yeah, the sidewalk doesn't make much sense right there. It doesn't go anywhere. It's like, unless I leave this to go all the way around at this level. It's like, I could do that, actually. And then what we do is we do this here. Kind of make these buildings slightly smaller. Yeah. I don't know. We'll figure something out, though. But for now, I think I'm going to take up the entire space. Thank you very much. I guess I could have just done this, huh? Just delete all this. Deselect those. Don't need this. Don't need to select those, I mean. Yeah, what we do is we just drag this along. Weird that it ends up being like that. And not at, like, this level. Maybe that was needed. Because if you go to put this at this level, it's like now everything's all wacky. Oh, good thing I only done it on this wall. That's right. We'll just pull this back over and everything will be a-okay again. No harm done. But this has to go. This little extra that we put around here. That does have to go. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just have an end right here. Just call it a day for right now. Okay, this wall does need to get fixed so that it matches everything else. This ramp there. There's the train station. I suppose we could have a wall here and have, well, no, the coal is going that way. That's right. It's like, we could have a wall there, but it's like, not really, actually. Just have to put a 2 meter on top of that to fix it. Cool thing is after we get this fixed, I'll have a factory planned out slightly. Slightly, anyway. Okay, now we can build on top of this. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, particularly. There's no reason to be up here. So I don't see any reason to have the factory like that. We don't need this whole block, so there's no, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I suppose what we could do, so a split right there. Okay, so this is the other wall over here that needs fixed as well. What happened to that power pole? You see that power pole? It's in the ground. Oh, it's because these are ramps. Okay. Those are all ramps. Interesting. Wonder why I did that. Okay. There's the water train. Making all that aluminum. Or alumina solution. Okay. Because I don't like glitchy walls. Stop it. Like, stop selecting that. Just get rid of all this. Ooh, lost power there for a second. It's like that feeling you get when your heart sinks for a second. You're just like, ooh. Alright. There's that. Let's use the smart mod. It's like there's no reason to have a sidewalk over here anyway. So, and up here is even less, less so, because there's a train station underneath there, so it's not like we can build like a staircase into it or anything, and make stuff work. Like right here, we can't either because there's a belt line. It's just a mess. There's the bauxite train making its route. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna put, like I said, yeah, we're gonna put the crystal oscillators here, across this way, and then whatever we put up here, we'll put there, and then something that's related to it that needs to be made right behind it as well. I think that would be the best way. We do need 3 manufacturers making crystal oscillators here. So I think what I'm just going to do is just make a line of them and get them to fit in here. Or sorry, these aren't crystal oscillators. These are the manufacturers. My bad. So if we go half a foundation on this side, and then we separate right there. Oh, we'll move it back just a little bit. Okay, back just a little bit more. Oh, wait, the bounding box is different on the back side. That's right. So I want to center these. So there? Yeah, that's centered. Okay. So then these don't even go... So they're like touching that box there. And this one's... Wait a second. That one is over half the... Okay, so that's still not quite right. Can we MIDI that? So there's that one now. This one's not quite at the halfway mark. So we could fix that. So they don't quite... Okay, that one's over the halfway mark now. I want a little bit of separation, but not much. But it has to be even on both sides. Okay, so now this side's just over half. And this side is way over that. Come on. What about the bounding box? The bounding box to the middle. So as you can see, kind of, the bounding box is touching the middle of that foundation. Okay, so then pull this back. There we go. So the bounding box is now just now touching that, the center of the foundation. So that's kind of that way. We go to this side. Why is it different on each side? Like the bounding box on the right side of the machine and the bounding box on the left side of the machine is different. It is, yeah. What the heck? Why is it that way? Why, developers, why? Okay, here's what we could do. So yeah, we just line it up like that in the middle of that foundation. Just making sure it's in the middle of this. Okay. And then we separate to where that one's in the middle of that one, and that one's in the middle of the foundation here. Okay, and we just don't pay attention to anything else. There we go. Yeah. So we roughly got half a foundation in between each, and we've got roughly half a foundation space on either side. Okay, we can deal with that. I love the smart mod just because of this. Just so easy just to do stuff like that. And then just temporarily, I'm going to run power out here to each of these machines so that we have hovering power. You can see we're going to get our electricity zapped to us. So yeah, that works for that one, and this one works for this one. Okay, so that's those two factories kind of planned out a little bit. So we've got the radio control units. See, they make 2.5 each. Control C, Control V, Control V. So those are the radio control units, and these ones are the crystal oscillators. Control C, Control V, Control V, and Control V. Now see, they only make 1 per minute, but we need 3.75 per minute, so roughly we need 4. So that's what I'm going off of. So these need quartz crystal, cable, and reinforced platings. And the radio control units need the crystal oscillators, the aluminum casings, and the computers. Confusing, I know. Okay, so on to our next step as well. We're going to leave these here for right now. Our next step is to do quartz crystal. And we need to go over to Construction Town for quartz crystal. Again, I know we have assemblers here, but it's just because it's all aluminum related. Or it's aluminum ingots worth. And I just didn't want to send aluminum ingots and copper ingots all the way across the city to where the train yard is in order to accomplish that. I just wasn't a fan. Let's grab some power. Put it right here. So we have a decent amount of hovering power. Just gonna put a power pole over there. There we go. Okay, just kind of go across there. All right. So this is going to be the quartz crystal factory because it just takes constructors, so it's in the perfect spot. And it's a nice small block, so you know, we don't need that many machines for quartz crystals, so it is perfect. It is. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we need only 5 machines for quartz crystal. So we're just going to do 5 machines. I'm going to put this machine right in the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're just going to separate them accordingly. Oops. Can I jump over this wall, please? Okay, let's grab some power. There we go. There we go. I need to put it right there. There we go. Bang. Factory done. Let's all go home, everybody. So, yeah, let's do power. Where's my... I was going to say, where the heck is my music? Ugh. Yeah, we'll do power first just to get it out of the way. No. Quartz crystal. Control C. Control V. Control V. Oops. Control C. Control V. And Control V. Now we only needed, I think, like 3 machines, I think it was. Because they make 22.5 or something like that. Yeah, they make 22.5 and we only needed 72. So 24... Yeah, 22, 44, 66, 67.5 plus 1 extra machine. Yeah, so we're going to do 5 because I like 5s, as we all clearly know. Okay. So then we're just going to do the old box standard factory here. No big deal. We do our little 1 meter on the top. That way we can put stuff on the walls and whatnot. Okay, and then next we do our... Should we rotate these? I think we should rotate these. Okay, Control-Alt. Hopefully this doesn't bug them out. Although I would not be surprised if it did. I forgot to change that setting. Okay, hold on. Forgot to change this here. There we go. Now we can do it. And I'm doing it slowly so that the game has time to maneuver everything. Now the reason I needed to rotate those was because they need to face this way in order to send stuff out. Otherwise I gotta loop belt over each other and whatnot, and nobody wants that. I don't want that. So therefore nobody else does. Apparently. I'm just hoping that these aren't gonna bug out or anything. It is possible. Oops. And I suppose anything's possible. Who knows? Okay. Who knows? I don't knows. And in order to get power, where are we going to pull power from? We could pull power from this building, I suppose. Of course, we could also pull power from there, too. Yeah, you know what? We'll pull power from here. Why not? This will help us on our flying capability as well. So just pull power directly across. And let's see, that's on the wall below. Oops. Don't know why it's trying to connect to that. Now it's that wiring auto connect thing. Isn't quite working as I don't think is intended. Alright, I'm just going to remove that one then, because we no longer need it. Okay, and then I think what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna we could just do that, I suppose. I don't really want to do that though. And I don't want to have to go all the way around either, but I will, I suppose. This is it right here. So. Okay, now all these are powered and now I can just fly around in here freely. Sweet. Logistics. Go conveyor splitter. That's gonna go this way. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hold out the P key. And 5 here. Oh, I'm out of cable. Dang it. Dang it. I need cable. Didn't think I was gonna need any cable. I think it's faster if I run, to be honest. Like, flying's cool and all, but it's definitely not faster than doing this. Like a bunny. Like a frog, or I don't know. Freaking, I've been using like cable up like crazy lately. It's been insane. There you go. Hopefully that's enough. I think it's because you get the momentum for the jump. Nope. Okay. Off we go. Now we have the cables to do this. Next we're gonna need iron plates, probably. Just one of those days. It's a slow day. My brain's not quite working like it should anyways. I mean, that's the case every day, but it's especially true today. A little bit slower than usual. Yeah, you know the guy's crazy when the crazy guy calls himself crazy. You know he's just that much more crazy. Really? How am I out of aluminum sheets again? Just only bloody started. These things make aluminum sheets fast, isn't it? Yeah, the belts are so expensive, the Mark Vs. They're so worth it, but they're just so expensive. I tell ya. I've been doing on this trip of doing this lately. This is really cool. Really cool way of doing things. Plus, it's just that much faster with flying. But yeah, doing this design where you have the stuff coming in from above and then you bring it down, or have it coming in from below and you bring it up, whichever. I should probably see how much. Yeah, we're good. I was gonna say we should probably see how much we're gonna be using. Yeah, we're good. Okay, and then which way we're gonna merge? We're gonna merge this way because I need to send stuff off to the main belt line as well, and then we'll come back this way with the line of quartz crystal. So, conveyor merger. Spread them out. There we go. ourselves a lift. Nope, nope, nope. The freaking frames sometimes. I mean, I get it. I understand why the frames are the way they are, but damn, man. Sometimes they can be really bad in certain areas. Especially when you got a lot going on. But yeah, the reason I haven't been hooking up stuff to the main bus lines in a while is because they need, at least the one for the constructors needs reworked real bad. Like it is just, it is an absolute mess, and I've let it go on for so many hours now that I'm tempted to just tear it completely to pieces. And just redo it entirely. I'm so tired of it. I really am. It's insane. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a smart splitter. I should still have AI limiters, yeah. I made a bunch of AI limiters because I need to start doing this on these factories. When I'm sending stuff off to the main bus line, but I'm also splitting off for other factories. I need to start using smart splitters for that so that I can control the flow a little bit. Okay. So then we delete that belt and then we take it. Oh, whoops. And I'm not going to yeah, we don't move splitters or mergers with the micromanager tool. I have learned this recently. I mean, I've never at all this time I never really thought about moving them. You know, I always just rebuilt them, and then I go and try it, and turns out it's not all that great. It's not all what it cracks up. What it's cracked up to be. Okay, that should be going into there now. So basically, what I usually do in order to get an idea of which way the smart splitter is going is I'll stand on top of it and face the input. So this is the input. I'm facing the direction of the input. So this will be center, this will be left, this will be right, and then that corresponds to these. So left output is going to be overflow. So that sends it to the main bus, and right output is going to be any, and center output is going to be none. So this right output's going to go down into the ground underneath the sidewalk, and then it's going to go over to that factory. And then left output, if that factory is not taking anything, then the overflow is going to go this way towards the main bus. That way, that factory will always get served first, the crystal oscillator factory. So that's kind of the plan. Oops. So then we just need to get quartz crystal over here. Or quartz, I mean. Sorry. We just need to get quartz. The only problem is I don't really have the room anymore. The room underneath here has been taken up. As you can see, there's a lot of belt lines going a lot of different directions. We could probably run it in over there by the copper. If we can move this copper over, we could probably run another belt line there. So this goes down. If we follow our quartz here. Yeah, we need a third line of quartz. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is we'll go in here. We'll make a third hole in this wall. Let's grab this wall. There's the third hole. Okay. So yeah, the quartz crystal comes in like that. So is there any downside to running a third quartz line? No. Okay. We just need to take up this output right here, which is just fine. Alright, so this one needs to be at the top line then. Okay. And then this one needs to, and then it needs to go so on and so forth. It needs to go down. I know, crazy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to lower these down to be at this level because this is ridiculous the way this has worked out currently. It's a little bit crazy. Yeah, we're just going to rebuild this real quick. No big deal. Need to kind of rebuild part of it anyway, so I could run a third belt. Okay, so then I'll just add these to those. Alright. So then that. Should be at the correct levels. Why don't I just go above? Hold on. Yeah, I could just freaking go above this. What am I doing? Yeah. Such a fool. This is the... Okay. Let's get rid of all this. Dang it. I was trying to fly there. Hard to do in a tiny space. Okay. It's like, yeah, I don't know why I just didn't go above all this rather than below it, risking running into the train. So much easier. Just go above. I can understand right here. Like we going at this level here, just to not mess with anything too much. Also got to be very careful what we target. Don't want to mess things up too badly. There we go. Now that one looks like it's supported. Do we want to use lifts? I don't think I want to use lifts. I like that you can just automatically add that to the list. It's pretty cool. Oops. A little floaty. Okay. Just add that to there for right now. And we should... Are we going to fit all three above this? No, I don't think so. I think one's going to have to go underneath. We're going to have to split that coal. But at least we're above the trains. That was the whole point. And we're going to have to split that coal. Deal. Let's go underneath it. Oh, I do need... probably... here, maybe? That work? Yeah, that'll work. because there's a train track right below me. Oops. All right. A little bit wacky. That's all right, though. No big deal. We are all fine. Okay. So then that. And then these will just go straight across. Whoops. It's like I said, it's a little floaty. Just a little bit. Doesn't quite fly correctly. Okay, so this one, we'll get rid of this for the moment. This one can go straight across to there. There she goes. Off she goes. Perfect. Okay. And this one can't go there. Right there. Now it goes there. Now it goes there. Perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that belt so it's correct. There we go. Just make sure it's connected properly. I mean, I know it's connected properly, but it didn't look correct, so I had to fix it. I'll just make that go down there. Again, I know it looks weird, but that's the way it is. That's the way it's going to stay, so get over it. Just kidding. But do try to get over it. Try for me? No? Alright. Okay, so then that goes there, that goes there. And then this will go right there. Should bring it up to here. So this needs changed a little bit. We'll use the covered lift trick again. Covered belt lift. And change it to a marked 5. A marked 5? What the heck? It's a marked 5. I have no idea. That guy's a little loopy saying that stuff. Okay. And then that goes like that, which will send that to the middle. Then we'll grab our marked 5, or marked, there we go again. Our mark 5. Okay. There's all 3 belts again. Sweet. Okay. If we go in here, we should be able to just make our way into this little tunnel here. Put the wall back. Grab our belt, and let's go. So I'm going to make that belt connect up to this belt. That one right there. There we go. And then I'm just going to take this belt, and we'll go this way with it. Try to get into an area around that copper or something. 2. Oh, we shall see. Can redirect the copper just a little bit. If we'd have to move all these lines over. What are we gonna do? Because we just need to get to here. This is it. Yeah, this is it right here. We just need to get to this point. Okay, so we're going to tear apart the sidewalk for a second. Just a brief second. Big deal. Yeah, we need to get to this point right here. Perfect. So we'll go underneath the road here. So we'll go this way and then this way. I suppose that's probably the best we're going to get. Okay, so we'll tear apart the road as well. Oh, this is so much easier to build. I can't express enough how easy this is making my life. It's so good. Just so nice. We'll just bring the belt there. Alright. Just pull it right across to there. We'll go one more. Gotta go in as well. Grab the wall. Just like that. Perfect. Just delete this wall here. We don't need these. Alrighty. See where we want to bring it in from. Do we want to bring it in from the corner? Maybe. So we like, let's do logistics. Ourselves a floor hole. Actually, you know what? I might bring it in right here instead. So right there, I think it is. That works. Yep, that works. Okay, and then we'll do our own little trick. Architecture, grab this piece. Select it with Micromanager. And Alt, move it in place. And grab our small frame, we'll zip it up. Oh, so much easier. Oh, balls. To get rid of that wall. I didn't realize that's where it was. Nope, we're good. Okay, we can do that. And it'll be fine. Hopefully that didn't... No, we're good. I don't know why that... Oh, jeez. I didn't know why that ramp was there anyway. Alright, then back over to logistics, conveyor belt Mark 5. And then we'll lift it up to there. And then the copper ingots just so snaking underneath. We're being sneaky with the sneakers on. Right, is that the correct turn? Looks like it is. Couldn't have planned that any better. Alright. So we'll get rid of this. And now we're making quartz crystal. Look at us. Freaking quartz crystal, baby. Yep, and it's getting full quartz crystal, so that's connected properly. Alright. So just real quickly, while that's making away, let's go to foundation. So I've been using this as well, these double ramps. Actually really nice to fill the space. And they fill it quickly and fast. It's like putting a 1 meter foundation down. Really nice. Then I can just, oop, as if nothing ever happened. Look, there's no hole there. What are you talking about? What hole? Ain't nothing there. Crazy. Jeez, that stuff makes fast, doesn't it? All right, sweet. We got our quartz crystal factory going, and it only took us over an hour. Only took us over an hour. It's fine. But yeah, since we got that making, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. But that is pretty nice. Um, so yeah, we got another factory built and it working as well, which is really nice. So that's I think that's a perfect good place to stop for this episode. So yeah, like I said, that's going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, and until next time, when we work on crystal isolators, I guess it's a goodbye.